Hey guys, just Gato'S here with our custom Gundam MSA review, and today I am showing off my custom extended MSA Gato'S Gelgoog. I am really excited about this. I've got these ideas that I might give a glimpse of Gato'S Gelgoog fighting in one of the last episodes of Gundam Father Peace, like cameo appearance, but the version 1s, I've loved the version 1s for years, but my present circumstances, being an animator, growing in my skills, I have come to just love the version 2s and the extendeds. Regardless of, the various aspects that I might nitpick over, like in some ways I like the shape of the version 1s in certain aspects, or I like the simplicity, or, like the extended Gelgoog is really tall, really tall. Should it be that tall? I don't know. But beautiful for animating. And so I've been replacing my collection with version 2s and extendeds. However, this leaves certain problems that certain color variations were never made. And so bring in the RIT fabric dye. This uses the artificial sapphire blue. And so I used a Herbert von Caspin as the base for this guy. Thanks, Herbert von Caspin. Your sacrifices so much appreciated. My wife cut off the horn, and I dyed it to look just like this guy. The truth is, I had a perfect color match earlier, but a few months ago, I made a Gato'S Gelgoog, and I dyed it just a little bit more blue, and I loved it. Just a tad darker blue. I loved it, and I gave it Gelgoog cannon accessories that I super glued onto it. I've been going through my scraps. Since I'm moving on to the version 2s and the extendeds, I don't need so much of the version 1 scraps in my backlog collection, custom fodder, etc. So I was tying up some loose ends there, turning them into cash, etc. So I could buy more extendeds and version 2s, etc. Anyways, loved it. And I thought, you know what, when I make the extended, I want it to be like that. So I made it just a tad bit darker blue. Part of me is like, oh, it's darker blue. And then the other part of me is like, no, that's the way you wanted it. But all the articulation's exactly the same, except that, now he's this beautiful thing. And the color won't scratch off. This is a standard Gelgoog torso, so I've got the Caspin torso left over, which I'll remove the paint and dye it probably a different green and stick all the standard Gelgoog parts on it, and then it'll just be just a little different because it'll have a different shade of green for its torso. And I might, swap these parts back onto it after I dye it green, but that's going to be some work to remove the paint, etc., etc. So I always get rid of the extended Gelgoog beam rifles because they break right here. They're just bad design, bad. The flaws, but now it can have the high mobility backpack. He's called the Nightmare of Solomon, and I believe part of the reason for this was that Gato continued to attack Solomon even after it fell. I don't know that 100% for a fact, but I believe that to be true. Just like Lala was doing hit and run attacks on Solomon after it fell, I believe that Gato was as well. And I think that would be fitting for his name, Nightmare of Solomon. And it seems like post-1 Year War, he would probably be outfitted with some better stuff. So the Gelgoog cannon backpack would make sense, and giving him that rocket launcher pod longer term would make sense. And so now, Gato can be well equipped for fighting the years between 0079 and 0083. And that just makes me super happy. It's like Gato'S Gelgoog, everything it ever wanted to be. This guy I won't need in my collection anymore, so I'll be adding one of those extended beam rifles to him. Probably dye him yellow to make him green, just for the fun of it, because I've never done that before. And then sell him, because I don't need him anymore. Him and his limited articulation. Oh, farewell, Gelgoog. You were a good friend. Thanks for being in my collection all these years. Now I will send you off to be in someone else's collection, now that the extended Gato'S Gelgoog, in all his glory, will be taking your place and hopefully being in animation many years from now. Should I still be working on Gundam Father of Peace by the time I get to the last episode? If I could just finish episode 2! I was supposed to be animating today, but I was making this instead. was worth it. As was this guy, Blue Space Leo, and Blue Desert Dom. Oh, so much fun. Forgot how much I liked making these custom recolors. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review. If anybody has a Herbert von Caspin for trade or for sale, or even a standard Gelgoog, let me know. I'm always after the extended MSA. And I'll see you guys next time.